All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakak Kodash. I want to give double honors to my apostle and elders, Great Millstone, who teach very well, while I learned this truth from, and citation out there to the hopeful elect, who continue to push this word in our truth, faith, and sincerity. And also, Shalom to all the men, women, and children who sincerely believe upon the words of Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. Today, I want to just get on adultery, man, which a lot of these celebrities and a lot of these people who up in Hollywood, in the upper echelon of Babylon, these are the things that these people commit. And it's a norm up there. Because for the people who's just in the world, who just watch basketball just to watch it and look up into these people, not knowing that their background is full of wickedness. For a perfect example, this guy Drake, he was an idol. He was one of the best rappers of this generation, whatever, this, that, and the third. But he's a wicked nigga. It's evidence that this guy have been messing with little kids. It's evidence that even guys like Shaquille O'Neal, Charles Barkley, Steve Nash, they have been sleeping with other men's wives. But when you look on TV, they want you to look at this guy as an idol, or look at this guy, what it means to be, to make it. But the only thing you're making is wickedness, man. The only thing that you're doing, it's like the only way you can get up into that level, until that upper echelon, because, you can play in the NBA, but in order for you to get a big contract or to get a TV deal, you have to sell out, and ultimately you have to lose your integrity, man. You got to have no honor in order for each side to deal with you, man. And that's what a lot of these NBA players don't have. They don't have no honor, especially this nigga Shaq. I'm going to get this real quick. It's the book of Prophets, it's the book of Exodus, Salakia 23, and I'm going to start at verse 2. It says, "Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil, neither shall I speak in a clause to decline after many to wrest judgment." Yeah, it says, "Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil." And again, Shaq's supposed to be a quote-unquote role model. He's supposed to be a guy that you're supposed to look up into. People model their game after Shaquille O'Neal or whatever, not knowing in the background that this guy is full of death, man. He's full of evil. And he is not evil because he shoot a basketball. No, he's evil because the actions that he do off the court, man. One of the things he do is sleep with another man's woman. That's a big thing, especially in the sports arena. It's a guy, he was the head coach of the Boston Celtics, and the reason he got fired, he was sleeping with somebody else's wife, and he was sleeping around with a couple trainers. Now, if they ain't got no man, if they ain't got no husband at the house, then it's all cool. You can have multiple wives, but soon as she has a wife, soon as a wife have a husband, then guess what? She's off hands. You can't touch her no more, man. Why? Because somebody has already claimed her. Somebody has already humbled her, man. She's under somebody else's house. But in this society, especially in this matriarch society that upholds wicked women and debates righteous men, they'll let this thing be the normal. A woman can actually adultery, fuck her way up to the top. Look at Kamala Harris, She didn't get to the top because she's so good at speaking and she's just an excellent politician. No, she got to the top by blowing rod while she got a husband at the house that's a damn mo, But at the same time, these are the things that's a norm in this society. So I'm going to play a little bit of this video.
O'Neal cheating on his wife with another team player's baby mama. To two teammates at the Phoenix Suns sleeping with Steve Nash's wife. These are...
And that's wicked. It says two teammates slept with Steve Nash's wife. Now, Steve Nash, I believe he's a Jake, but this guy won 2 MVPs. He was cool and things like that. He's not the best point guard, but you couldn't push him to the side. You had to notice him. But at the same time, in this society, righteousness is the base and wickedness is exalted. And it's so wicked that they slept with their own teammate's wife, man. But in this, it's all good. Make a song about it. Play a little bit of this video, man.
With another team player's baby mama. To two teammates at the Phoenix Suns sleeping with Steve Nash's wife. These are NBA players who slept with other players' wives. When talking about cheating scandals in the NBA, The first person that comes to mind is definitely Shaquille O'Neal. Everyone knows the big guy who dominated the NBA for years, made a name for himself as a rapper, movie star, TV analyst, and media personality. But what you might not know is that Shaq was a serial cheater. One controversial incident fans will never
He's a serial adulterer, you know?
forget is his cheating scandal with Laura Govan. Back in 2010, Shaq's wife, Shawnee, accused him of cheating on her with Laura, who happened to be engaged to Gilbert Arenas and was the mother of his children. Talk about drama on and off the court. Leaked emails between Shaq and Laura hit the internet, and man, did they contain some explicit information about their secret rendezvous. Yep, I'm talking about the kind of stuff that's usually kept behind closed doors. As you can imagine, the scandal shot bricks through the relationship.
And through the spirit, you can see this nigga eyes, man. Even though he probably had conscience or whatever, but in his eyes, you can see wickedness, man. You can see he a damn demon. Because why he's up in the society of Esau. He cross-eyed to say that too, but he's up in the society of Esau. And this wickedness, not only to just commit adultery, you know, sleep with another man's wife, but a lot of these teammates, they sleep with somebody that they know. You work with this man every day, you pull up shots with him every day, and you're gonna turn around and pop his wife. That's why even amongst, you know, great millstone, we don't bring our women around because we don't want that wicked spirit to spread. Because women is the main ones that push forth the adultery. Because as you can see, the woman, I think her name Laura or whatever, she was dealing with Gilbert Arenas. Now, Gilbert Arenas, he's not like a guy that had a 9 to 5. No, he was a guy in the NBA. But just because Shaq had more money, Shaq, he can dunk, he was a center, whatever caused her to do it, she wanted to go to him instead. And really, the reason why these people think they can do this because the Lord haven't punished them yet. Let's get something real quick in the book of Ecclesiastes, man. Cause nigga, you think Shaq was the only? You think Shaq only stopped with her? No, it's many of people, especially up in the upper echelon of the NBA or the upper echelon of the NFL, that sleep with other men's wives, man. Let's get some in Ecclesiastes 8. Ecclesiastes 8, and I'm gonna start at verse 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, yet just because the Lord ain't killed this nigga yet or judged this nigga yet, it says, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. Just because Yahweh Shai and Judge Shaquille O'Neal on it, he think he's going to continue to push forth this evil. Probably ever since he committed adultery, he probably started getting more money. But at the same time, that's the Lord putting this guy in a snare so he can have all the reason to destroy him, you know? Because he say, y'all too harsh. That's mean. Maybe we should forgive him. No, but thus saith the Bible, showing you that a lot of these people are unbelievers. You know, you just want to believe in Psalms 23 and St. John 3 and 16. You don't want to believe in Deuteronomy. You don't want to believe in the law, which is Yahweh Shah. The law is not done away with. It should still be in effect right now. You know? Let's see what should happen to Shaq since he did that wickedness. Let's go right here to Deuteronomy. Let's go to Deuteronomy, man, because the scriptures actually break it down. What's the penalty to this guy? And the penalty to this guy is not going to be, you know, let's just let bygones be bygones, or we just going to let Shaq pass over just because he's an NBA player. No, the Lord is going to judge him, and rightfully so. Judgment shall come to pass so it can be a righteous example for the next generation. You got to realize the generation of the 80s, the 90s, 2000s and up, for lack of a better word, it breeds adultery. That simp spirit, you sleeping with another man's wife, he don't treat you like I do. You know what I'm saying? I can do it better. Why won't you just get your own woman? But in this society, it teaches you to take another man's woman and put it in a damn song, man. You know, I'm going to get this real quick. And you and that guy, Lil Wayne, again, going off topic just a little bit. This guy, Lil Wayne, he had a woman. I couldn't find the video. It was a documentary. But he had a woman that he used to pop back in the day, you know, in Cash Money, 99, 2000. He got famous. And the woman grew up. She had got a husband and kids. But Lil Wayne to call that woman in the middle of the night and fly her out. So she'll leave her husband and her kids just to commit adultery, man. That's wickedness at its peak. And nothing is being done about it. And that's why ultimately the ways of Yahweh Shah have to be embedded in our people once again. This is the book of Deuteronomy 22 and 22. If a man be found lying with a woman married to an husband, then they shall both of them die. Both the man that lie with the woman and the woman, so shall thou put away the evil from Israel. And a part of you putting away the evil from Israel is you making an example of what not to do. And yes, committing adultery is a thing of what not to do, because we committed spiritual adultery. Because it get bigger than it. We committed spiritual adultery for worshiping JC. We committed spiritual adultery by worshiping other idols. But it all, everything start with a thought, for the lack of better words, man. But again, even though we're back on that road to redemption, trying to get right with Yahweh Shai, these people of the world are basically going towards the way of Esau Edom. Because Esau actually celebrates you. Now Shaq got a bigger contract ever since he committed adultery, man. It's going to tell you. Let me play a little bit more of it.
Usually kept behind closed doors. As you can imagine, the scandal shot bricks through the relationships of both couples. Yikes. Soon after the emails were released, Shawnee had had enough and filed for divorce. Can't blame her, right? Gilbert, who was engaged to Laura, found it hard to believe that she had actually slept with Shaq. But as time went on, he changed his mind and accepted the hard truth. In an episode of his podcast, Gil's Arena, Gilbert once opened up about how the cheating scandal affected him. And you won't believe this, but it seriously messed with his performance. I've got to say, I'm not surprised. Because that...
And it didn't affect his performance because he was a bad basketball player. It affected his performance because judgment and righteousness wasn't pushed forth. Now, let's continue on, because if this would have happened, Salakia, but if this guy if judgment would have came forth to pass, then guess what? He would have played better. Read this again. It says, then ye shall bring both of them unto the gate of the city, and ye shall stone them with stones, that they die. The damsel, because she cried not, yet she didn't refuse, she actually wanted it, being in the city, and the man, because he hath humbled his neighbor's wife. So she was already claimed into somebody, and you basically went over there and stole the land. Same thing with a woman. You claim this woman, and a man came up here and stole your woman, so you think everything gonna be bygones, I'm just gonna continue to sleep with her. No, the land is defiled right now, man. There's nothing else you can do with her except stone her. It says, in the man, because he hath humbled his neighbor's wife, so shall ye put away this evil from among you. And that's how Yahweh Shai is going to put away the evil from the nation of Israel by bringing forth judgment. Again, we read Ecclesiastes 8 and 11. Niggas continue to do wickedness because why? The Lord haven't judged them, but it's going to be a day when the Lord is going to judge you. Nobody is going to get away, for the wickedness that you have done. These guys are going to pay, especially for the ones that's on the upper echelon of Hollywood, of the elites, or quote-unquote role models. And it tells us that in Isaiah the 9th chapter, they that are led of them are destroyed. The leaders of these people cause them to err, man. These people are erring in the ways that's pleasing unto the ways of Yahweh Shai. So let's go ahead and get this real quick in Proverbs 6. Proverbs 6, and I'm going to start at verse 32. It says, but whosoever committeth adultery with a woman lacketh understanding. Now, do they lack understanding of how to shoot a three? Do they lack understanding of how to post up or do a crossover? No, they lack understanding of the things that's pleasing unto the Heavenly Father, man. Let's continue on. It says, he that doeth it destroyeth his own soul. A wound in dishonor shall he get. So, Shaq got a wound in dishonor. People are calling him out on the BS, and this thing happened over 10 years ago, man. But now it's just coming out, It says, continuing on, in his reproach shall not be wiped away. So guess what? Even though you're a good basketball player, you top 10 or whatever, guess what? That wickedness is not going to be wiped away in the eyes of Yahweh Shai. The Lord tells us that he's not a respecter of persons. So if you commit this wickedness, the Lord is not just going to back off and say, yeah, man, you got it. You a good basketball player there. I'm just going to ignore that and we going no. The Lord is going to actually destroy you. It says, for jealousy is the rage of a man, and he will not spare in the day of vengeance. That's why Gilbert Arenas was thrown off, after that thing happened. Because he was a good basketball player. I remember he was on NBA Live and things like that. You play with him, you watch him play and stuff like that, and all of a sudden, he disappeared from the league. The reason why, because he was fucked up mentally what happened. And nothing he could do about it. Why? Because he was living in the society of Esau. And he's probably not innocent either. He probably popped another man right before too. But at the same time, this is an example what goes on here in this society, man. So yeah, I pray this video was edifying. I want to say, call halayim la Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Kakodash. I want to give double honor to my apostle, Ellis Great Millstone, and Shalom.